What is up, my hopefully loyal YouTube subscribers? I was going to say followers, but that's not quite right, is it? It has been way too long. I haven't had any ideas on what else to talk about, and luckily tonight I kind of thought of something thanks to our youth pastor Jared. And one of my friends asked me, or said it was a good idea to talk about because he was kind of struggling with it himself. So tonight I'm going to talk about the things we worry about, letting stuff concern you, and all that kind of jazz. Stupid. Anyway, so every day, we wake up and we just start to think about all of the little things that could go wrong, the things that aren't going the way we want them to right now, all these random things. We worry. I mean, most of my friends, I'm 19, and I'm not in school, so it's been good many years before I've had to deal with school pressures. But most of my friends who go to the youth group I attend, I guess mostly help out at, but it's a great way for me to be learning right now. They're younger, they're in middle school and high school. And I do remember back when I was in middle school worrying so much about, oh, does this guy actually think I'm cool? Does he actually want me hanging out with him, or am I just, backup fall guy for any blame? Or, like one time I was hanging out with 4 of my friends, and I thought, they were kind of popular. And we were eating lunch, and we were talking, and they thought of a great plan. Guys, we should all shave our heads. And they turned to me like, are you going to do it? And I was like, dude, I don't think I can, yada yada, excuses, because I actually knew they weren't going to do it themselves. They were going to see if I would do it, and maybe if I actually did it and they had their laughs about it, maybe they would have done it, maybe not. Maybe they just wanted to play a drink on me. Don't know. It's in the past. I don't care anymore. So I know kids in middle school, mainly in middle school. It started for me around 3rd-ish grade, but it wasn't too bad. I know in middle school it's probably the worst, because in middle school middle school is just that transfer from being young to being more mature. And really in middle school you kind of learn how bad the world can be. And that's when you actually really start to worry about how much people actually care about, what you look like, how you act, and everything like that. And when you let that get to you, and you worry about that, then you become somebody totally different. You're not yourself anymore. You're just a drone, almost. I was a little insecure guy who liked to hide out in the background and be quiet until somebody talked to me. And I still today, I'm more, okay, I like the way that person looks, but if I'm going to talk to them, they're going to have to come over here and say something to me. And it's stupid, honestly. If people don't like you, people don't like you. You gotta think of it this way. There are tons of people who I wouldn't want to talk to. I wouldn't want to be seen hanging around with that person. Granted, I probably would hang around with anybody nowadays, but there are people who, and when I look at them, I'm kind of thinking, that person's kind of strange. But then you gotta think, do you think they care? Like, let's say you're driving down the street, or you're riding the passenger seat if you can't drive yet, and you see somebody walking down the street, or in another car, and you randomly see somebody who looks, to you, just kind of awkward, and so you just judge them real quick. You're like, wow, they look weird. I wouldn't really care to hang out with that person. Think for a second. Do you think they care? Do you think they know? Probably not. So sit there and ponder that, and then apply that to yourself for the people you do know. And by that I mean, like, your best friend, as you probably call them. Yeah, I know you sit there and sometimes wonder, I wonder what this person thinks of me. Stop caring. And if you're going to care, go ask them. Stop worrying about it and do something about it, or get rid of it. There's no point in stewing in the middle. There's just not. Then there's, maybe you dress a certain way. And you'll sit there maybe, this is mostly for girls. I know some guys do it too. But you put on your clothes to go out one day. And you sit there and you look at yourself and you're like, maybe I should change. This shirt doesn't look quite people acceptable. Doesn't look quite society enough. So you go take off, let's say if I were to put on, I'm a brony. I'm a total brony. I love My Little Pony. I do. I'm not ashamed of that. Let's say if I were to put that shirt on. I'm like, okay, we're going to Walmart today, and then later on I've got youth or something like that. And I put that shirt on. And I sat there and thought to myself, oh, I love this shirt. It's comfortable. It's cute. It's got Fluttershy on it saying yay. But what if everybody else sees it and secretly makes fun of me? Secretly, whatever. And so I go and I change it. Just so, it's a plain shirt. What's the point? Then I'm not me. Sure, it's a shirt I like to wear, but it's not the shirt I wanted to wear. Because of other people? Really? No. Just stop it. It's just you can't worry about what other people think about you, because in all due reality, there are people who are going to hate you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not. There are people that are going to hate you. There are people that are just going to not like you. There are going to be people that pretend to like you, and they don't. Get over it. Easier said than done, I know, but get over it, and find the people who actually care about you for who you are. I've done it. It was easy, actually. It was pretty freaking easy. That's it. Now on to stuff like worrying about what's going to happen. What's tomorrow got for you? You don't know. You're not going to find out. You're not going to sit here and wonder, I wonder if so-and-so is going to happen. I wonder if maybe we'll get in a wreck. For all you people who worry about really bad stuff. You're not going to find out until, if it happens, it happens. Okay? You're not. So stop worrying about it. And if it happens, there's good behind it. Everything that happens to you, there's good behind it. God has good behind everything that happens to you. Nothing that happens to you, does God let happen to you that you can't handle. You can handle everything He gives you. He doesn't let Satan just grab you and take you away. He says, okay, Satan, dangle this little flashy new object in front of their face. And I know they can refuse it, but, they may not. It's you. Not the actions. Nothing. You are your own worst enemy, okay? Period. Now, before my time runs out, what else was I going to talk about? Those of you who are worried about, I wonder if what I'm wanting to happen is going to happen. Like, let's say, I wonder if, you know, me getting together with this guy is going to happen, or if me getting this job is going to happen. Stop worrying about if it's going to happen, and go make it happen. If you don't try, it will never happen. Now, it still may not happen, but if you don't try, it's not going to happen. Okay? That's it. That's pretty much all I can think of off the top of my head right now. So, I guess this is it, guys. Post in the comments if you want me to talk about anything in particular. Don't be shy. Come on. Have a good night, day, evening, whatever. Have a good day tomorrow. Peace out, guys.